Hi, maybe you have an older model camera at home, or like me, you just bought an inexpensive, not current model like this Nikon D3000, and you would like to convert this camera to infrared. So that's what I want to do, and rather than taking the whole camera and sending it to the shop, I decided to just disassemble it, take the sensor, and send that in. So in this movie, I want to share this experience and show step by step what I did. Here are the tools that I used. A small Phillips screwdriver, a 1.5 hex wrench in case I have to do any focus adjustments, a pair of tweezers, a soldering iron, and something to keep all the little screws in, preferably with multiple compartments for the individual steps. So I used this storage box for slides. And also what comes in very handy is a very good magnifying glass like this one, which came with my sensor cleaning kit. After taking out the battery, I started by removing the bottom panel, which is held in place by 10 screws. You can see them here. There are two next to the lens mount. One of these screws is hidden underneath a small rubber tab right next to the battery compartment. Next is the rear panel of the camera. You can see two screws here, left and right of the viewfinder. I've already removed the rubber piece that's usually here. You can see two more screws on the left and two more on the right, so 6 total. Once I removed those, I had to remove a flat cable that connects the LCD with the main circuit board. And that sits in what's called a zero insertion force connector, which has a little hinge that I had to unhook with my fingernail. This is what the camera looks like after we removed the back panel with the LCD and also the bottom panel. You see a large circuit board with the processor on it and 6 flat cables that we are going to remove next. So here you see these cables, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we will unplug all of those. There is a 7th underneath here that I actually did not unplug. You also see the empty connector here where the LCD on the back panel was connected. We already removed this. The next step would be to unsolder this red wire here. So the top of the circuit board will be free after we loosen 5 screws that hold it in place. Here is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a 5th screw not visible right now underneath this flat band cable. So once we have done all that, we can basically fold the circuit board over along this edge, because it's still connected here with by some more wires. So we can fold it over to the front and we can see what's underneath. So what you see here is the camera once I took the first circuit board and folded it down. So you can see this first circuit board hanging basically down here at the bottom. So the next circuit board you see here is the backside of the sensor. So that's the sensor we want to remove and send in. One quick comment, well, 2 quick comments. Here is first of all the red wire that we unsoldered. Second, here is another connector that I had to remove that was on the bottom of the first circuit board and only saw it once I lifted it up. Okay, so here is, by the way, the connecting to the sensor that we unplugged on the top side that we will later unplug here as well. The sensor itself is screwed in by 3 slightly larger Phillips screws. Here's 1, 2, and here's the 3rd one. I found those somewhat hard to remove. I had to work a little bit on it, but eventually I got them out. The sensor also is attached here with 2 notches, so there's nothing to remove here. You cannot actually remove the sensor until you've unsoldered 2 connections here. Those 2 are for the sensor cleaning function. Okay, we did it. This is the sensor assembly removed from the camera. Now we can see the front of the sensor and also the 3 screws where it was attached, as well as the sensor cleaning wire that will later be removed during conversion. So this is the piece I will send in to be converted to infrared. Here you see the container where I kept all the screws and other little parts. Hello again. It's now a few days later, and today I received this in the mail. This is the converted sensor with a 720 nanometer filter in front of it that appears black, basically invisible light. And now I'm going to install this in the camera, basically doing all the steps in reverse that we've seen earlier. After putting everything back together, I noticed a back focusing problem of the camera. To fix this, I had to turn the 3 screws that you see here at the bottom of the camera clockwise. I was able to almost but not completely correct this problem.